Hey everybody, good morning. This is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and today we're going to be using up some more of those book pages. We're going to either use 1 or 2 book pages depending on the thickness, and we're going to make the classic burrito. Not a new idea, but maybe just a reminder to put this one back into your portfolio again, just to use up some more of those book pages. Okay, so basically let me show you 2 examples, and this is a completed stuffed one. Let me just do this, see if that's better. Is that better? Okay, so basically it has 2 pockets, or it has 2 areas that you can stuff. It's actually one hollow tube, but in this one I put, let me back up so you can see, 3 little things or a couple little things in the top, a couple little things in the bottom, and then one thing went all the way through. And then I also decorated a little bit on the inside, just so there was a nice little surprise when you were coming through. And this is just a picture from a children's book that I tore out and added that in there. And these little butterflies are made from very vintage book page with very large font, contrasting to the small font we have here. Okay, there we go. And I did some liquid pearl dots, and I glued a button, sewed it. I think I meant to cut that a little shorter, but hey, I was actually thinking too, putting a little dangle on there. I thought that might be cute, but I didn't get that far. Okay, so here we are, and some stamps. And the second one, so this was a font page. This I actually used 2 dictionary pages, and I did some sewing on this one. You don't have to do sewing, and I'll show you an example of one where you don't do sewing. And here it is. Okay, so this one is just from a field guide of flowers, and I just put, I think, 1 thing in here. Yep. And here's what it looks like on the inside. I just put some stickers on the inside, and then a journal sticker across the top, or to close it, as opposed to a button. And this one is not sewn, and it has the edges inked, and I believe this comes from Nick the Booksmith. I'll put a link below. And I put a long thing in here, so you can put bookmarks and things like that, long things, or you can stuff a few smaller things in the top and a few smaller things in the bottom. That's how they're used. And for presentation purposes, you could just mount this directly to your journal page, or you could put it on a piece of fabric, make it show like that, or you could even put that whole calamity, that whole design onto a doily. And you just want to make sure that your doily will fit on your book page, and this one I think is 5 inches, so that will fit in my book page. I generally do 9 by 6. Okay, so let's get to it. All right, here we go. So today I thought we would use these 2 papers, and this is just a regular standard book page, so you can see what that process is like. I tend to use this one a lot because I think everybody has these. And this is a vintage page, and both of these I think I'm going to, actually this one, the white one, you probably don't need to double up. So I'm just going to go regular thickness on that one. And this one I would double up because it's a little bit thinner, just to give it a little more oomph. Okay, so now what is it's not really new, but what is important to know about this thing is, let's make some easy ways to do this. Okay, here's the easy way to do this. Okay, basically what you need to be working with is a square. It just makes the whole process easier. And the easiest way to do a square is just to take your bottom corner and fold it up so that you're folding this crease in the corner in half. See that? That's what you want to shoot for. That's going to make this corner line up here, and that's going to come across, and then you do that. And then you have a square, and then you're like, oh, I got to take it to the cutter. No, you don't, because we're going to use our ruler not to measure. We're going to use it to cut or rip or tear. So we're just going to put our little ruler here. Okay, that's it. And you have a square. And the square does not have to be exact. The whole concept is you're just going to go like this and fold these down. But what you do want to be aware of is how tall your item is, because if your journal is not that tall, this is going to stick out at the top or the bottom, and you may want that or you may not want that, but just kind of be aware of that. So this one, oh, I know I don't like measuring, but I'm going to measure just for the sake, is 8.5. Generally mine are 9 by 6, so this would fit in my journal. But let's say, hey, I don't want one that big. I'm doing smaller journals, or I just got a small spot I need to stick something. Okay, so let's do a smaller one. Okay, so we're going to start the same way. And I'm going to show you how to do it without measuring. All right, so we did it the same way. And they're like, oh, wait, I know that's going to be too big. What do I do? What do I do? Okay, this is what you do. All right, you just back off a little bit and you follow, because you're, let me go closer so you can see. Follow a straight line of printing and go like that, okay? And if you follow that line, that's going to make this line line up with this, and all the magic of math behind the scenes is going to make this turn out to be a perfect square. So let's see how that, see, we didn't even go to the corner here. We're like off the corner and we're off the corner here. But because we need a smaller one and we know that going in, oh, I hope this doesn't prove me wrong. I test piloted it and it worked. So just trying to show you an easy tip. Come on, easy tip gods. Oh, there you go. We got a square. Yeah. Okay. So we did pretty good there. All right. So we have this. And so basically, you're just going to do that. So I'm just going to get my 2 squares out here. That one, I only had 1 paper, so I got 2. I have one at the ready. Okay. And my lengths are fine, so that's good. Let's back out. And these are basically very simple. So what I'm going to do is, that's kind of got a weird thing on it, so I'm going to go like this. And you want it so they're approximately lined up. Okay. Now, if I was doing this perfectly, that would be perfectly in the center. But you know, hey, that's the way it goes sometimes when you don't measure. But yes, I am recording. Okay. Sometimes I have this feeling like it's not recording, and I'm yabbering to nobody. Okay. So, and this one, I did basically the same thing. Okay. So we have 2 of these. All right. Let's work on one first. Let's work on the little guy. All right. And maybe let's zoom in a little bit so you can see. All right, now I am going to ink the edges. Hold on. And we're back. Okay, so we've got the edges all inked, and all you do is ask yourself, okay, what edges are going to show? And you ink those so you can see what's not inked and what is inked. Okay, so the next step, very easy, is we get to decorate it. And this is the fun part. Okay, so what I would recommend here is let's just, what are we doing with this one? Yes, okay. So we are going to, now because I am working with 2 book pages here, I am going to glue both book pages down together. And this is the only place I'm going to glue them together. And I'm not sewing this one. I'm going to show you a different way to do this one. Okay, just a little tiny dab of glue will do wonders. It dries faster, it doesn't leave your journals lumpy, and you're on with the process faster. Okay. I just want to hold that for a second and give it a chance. Okay, and she is good to go. And then I thought I would put this pretty little butterfly sticker up here. Okay, for some decor. All right. And I'll just do a little bit of angle and tuck her little pretty wing here for some fun. Let's put her like that. Okay, she's flying out of the burrito. Yes. All right, and let's do, what's I gonna put? Oh yeah, I was gonna put a little ticket down here. I thought that might be cute. All right, where's my glue? Come close. I'm just using this art, what is it? Art glitter glue. Yeah, this stuff, I like it because of the dispenser. All right, and now since this one is angled this way, I'm gonna angle my ticket this way for visual interest. It could be a little cockeyed, doesn't matter. All right, random patterns are fun. Okay, and here I think I'm going to put this little button to make it look like it's buttoned together. We know it's not buttoned together, but it could look like it's buttoned together. And I think I'm going to maybe use this glue because, are you going to work with me today? You were giving me a hard time earlier. Nope, you're not. Okay, that's fine. I don't need you. I don't need the likes of you. I'll take the likes of you instead. How about you? Okay. You were giving me a hard time earlier too, but we'll see. Oh, ah! Okay, all right. You've all had your laugh. Very funny. Okay, I hear the glue bottles snickering at me today. I don't know if you ever have those days, but Every glue bottle I've grabbed today has been like glued shut, and I've, used little pins, safety or paper clips to open them. And I even tried a heat tool to loosen the glue on one to try and get it. It was like disaster. I couldn't get in. So I'm working with what I got today. We're going by the seat of the pants yet again. Okay, we got our button on. There's so much glue there that will never come off one day. All right, so now, since we're not sewing this one, I thought I'd put in a little faux stitching. And yeah, just for fun. I think I'm just gonna do, now if I could draw a straight line, this would really look cool. But I'm yet again pretending that this is mimicking my hand stitching, which may be a little, haphazard, and that can look really cool too. Perfection is not always the goal. It's really just giving the eye something to look around at while it's oogling at the item. Oogle, oogle. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Now, one last thing on this one I was going to do to decorate, which is easy, is I was just going to stamp it. And I was going to put 2 little stamps on it on the either sides, because the butterfly and the ticket will obviously, whoop, are you in? Yep. Will be covered if you put stuff in there. And you don't even have to put stuff in there. You can just leave a little pocket for the person to put stuff in. Maybe they want to put stuff in. Take all your stuff out. That can happen too. And that's fine. It's their journal, right? Yeah. Or it's your journal and you may want to change things. But you might want that nice little surprise. Okay, I'm going to have some little Buggly boos. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to call that one done. So here it is. All completed, very easy. And you can decorate it as fancy or as not fancy as you like. And basically, it's very easy to make up the skeletal structure of these ahead of time, just making your squares and getting them ready. You can make all big ones and then just tear them down if you need smaller ones or whatever you like. So this is one. Now let's pull out the second one. Just do this one. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to try something different here. Never tried this before. Very exciting. Always nervous. Okay, so this one I was going to put the closure as a little piece of font that's different from the font that's already on there, and doesn't even have to be a complete sentence. It can be part of a sentence. So this is another way to use book pages, and this obviously is an Edith Holden font because it's such a pretty font. I just love her font. And all right, we'll use the blue because it's right here. Go for a little contrast there against the brown. So see, I already inked this one when you weren't looking. That's right. Yep. And I'm just going to put that right there because I think that looks kind of cool. So there's a lot of different ways to close them. You could just close it together like that and leave it as is. You don't have to do any more than that. Or you can make some fancy little closure with another piece of a book page or a ribbon or a bow or what have you. Okay, so I'm going to put that like that. And then I tore apart some, excuse me, other book pages. Now this is white. These are on a cream base. And I think I'm going to do those in blue as well, so they will pop out from the white. And I'll just do a bunch of these. Not quite sure where I'm going to put what yet. This is a wild, crazy decoration experiment happening here. Got another little verbiage thing here. All right, let's see what we're working with so far. I kind of like him. He's sort of pretty up there. But then I like the white one too. Oh, we could put 2. We could do that, couldn't we? We can because we can. We can. It's ours. All right. All right. That's kind of cool. And even like bowing over the edges. Oh, I think I'm totally going to do that. I love to hang out over the edges. Okay. All right. Let's do that. Sticking out over the edges just a tad for, effect. Am I too close? I don't know. Okay. There we go. How's that? Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah. See, sometimes, one thing I really wanted to encourage you. If you get an inspiration and you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm going to ruin it if I do it. Do it. Just try it. Like Frugal Crafter says, it's only paper, people. It's only paper. So just do it and you might come up with something you really like. Like I thought about maybe putting that there. I don't know. Do I like that? Oh, I could do that there. Now that I like. Okay, so there you go. See, if you don't do it, you don't know. And this is a font of a different type, again, contrasting with the other fonts. So we have 3 different fonts on here. And what else do I got here? I got a little patch of strawberries. Oh, I could put those there or here, or even here. I could do that. Oh, that's kind of pretty. All right, let me do that. This is a Victorian die cut. These are really cool. I like using these in my journals, but you could just tear a picture out of a page, off a page like I did these other little thingies, and we'll maybe do some more of those. Okay, let me put that there. Okay, and oh, I had this little frog. He wants to be here too. You're like, a frog? Yep, a frog, frog. Yep, okay, you're coming, little frog, hang on. We'll put you there, and you're going to even a little overlap a little, because that's, oh, look at that. See, overlapping a little bit there and a little bit there just gives it that layery kind of flowy effect. And just remember, just put your glue in the center so it doesn't peel off or glue everything together on the back side. Okay, I don't have anything here. Do I need something here? Do I? Maybe? All right, well, I have this here, so why not use it? I'm just going to use it and see what happens. Okay, here we go. Now, well, that's kind of cute. Is that cute? Oh, maybe you want to go that way, you know, because this frog is looking this way, so I'm going to have this flower looking that way for contrast. Okay, let's do that. Oh, yeah, okay, no, that's okay. I can glue this whole guy down because he's completely, I can actually hang him off a little off the edge, but no, he wants to be on completely. He just told me that. Okay, so there we have it. Okay, let me back out so you can actually see it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And then I'll just get you down there. You can stuff them up. You can sew them. You can not sew them. Where's my other guy? Okay, here's the second one from today. Let me put all 4 of them out here so you can see them. My very nice, neat table. Yeah. All right, there we go. I hope that inspires you to make these little burritos. Please like and subscribe. I have 3 journals in my Etsy shop. If you're interested, please take a peek. And we'll be on to making more ideas with book pages real soon. So take care, everybody. And I think tomorrow, or maybe even this afternoon, I will do the alphabet challenge. I'm on letter I for index cards. So if you want to see me do something crazy with index cards in 30 minutes or less, that's coming too. Take care, everyone. Have a happy crafting day. Remember, no time is wasted crafting.